Interview.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, thanks for tuning in. It's a fun place to be. You should consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you are returning to Spurs, thank you for being here. Today, like I said in the community post, we have a team member, a team Spurs here. She watches the team Spurs video back to back.
Every day.
Every day she watches.
I watch.
Sometimes she tell me, "Oh, I'm watching your video. Can you tell me the address of this?" I'm like, An ardent follower of Team Spurs.
Yeah.
She's here today to, talk to us about the process of pregnancy and giving birth in Canada. So maybe after this video, I'll consider giving you guys a Canadian baby. What do you think? So today I'll allow her to introduce herself. You're welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Hi everybody. Okay, so my name is Uchechi Uzodima. I'm a wife, a new mom, a business person. I'm a child support specialist. I'm a fashion designer.
I really appreciate your being here today.
Thank you.
As you know, in Canada, time is money.
Yeah, sure.
And if you are deciding to spend your time with Team Spurs this afternoon, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing this with me today.
You're welcome.
So today we just, I actually asked in the community post, and I think some people just want me to have Canadian baby. They are not, they're like, let's watch Christy have the Canadian baby first. Maybe we'll follow her footsteps.
Seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. Yeah.
They want me to go and try it first.
Yeah.
You guys, what are you saying?
Yeah.
So I'll just ask a few questions.
Okay.
So first, we'll start from your process here. How was it like coming to Canada? How long have you been here? How has it been?
Okay, so I've been here for like 1 year, 7 months. Yes, so the process of coming to Canada was very tough. Like the exams, the wait time. We started all this process and then there was COVID, so the wait time, everything, it was very tough. But thank God, finally we are here, and guys, it was worth the wait. Yeah, it was worth the wait. Like I can beat my chest and say anytime it was worth the wait. Yes, so it's been very adventurous. Settling down, there've been down times and happy moments, but everything has been adding up. Like they keep adding up. At times keep going, you keep settling, and it's been a very beautiful experience.
And I think that's what I keep saying on the channel too. Like when you've come, the first few months might be like rough, but because I remember then, I don't know if you want us to share this. I remember then how you used to walk and I'll be like, hey, it's like it's Uchechi and that are the hard workers of this place. Like me, I'm here to play.
When you have bills to pay, you have things to do.
But at the end of the day, it adds up, and it doesn't. But with the help of God, it doesn't get worse.
No, never. It doesn't get worse. I've never heard.
Gets better. That's cool too. So in case you are still watching whether you should come to Canada,
please come.
It's not just Christy that is telling you Canada is sweet. Yeah. So the other question I have, will just go straight to the main reason we are here. Tell us about your pregnancy. Like, so this is your first child.
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for 3 years now.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is your first child. How was it when you realized you were pregnant?
Well,
were you like, so you've been married for 3 years, you've been here for like 1 year, 7 months. Your baby is like,
my baby should be a year in 2 months time. Yeah, it should be a year in 2 months.
Was there a time you were trying and you were like,
no.
Okay.
So it was like a personal decision between I and my husband. So we never wanted to have a child in Nigeria. So it was either we have the baby here in Canada, or if Canada wasn't ready to give us PR, we gather up our money, like we save up money and then come have the baby in Canada. So that was the plan. So
like visit.
Yeah, we'll have we'll go back and then wait till Canada was ready to give us PR. So that was the plan. So but when we came in last year, April, around ending of April.
And then because that was the plan, it's time to have a baby.
And you know that this guy was waiting. Immediately we just came in, like, let's say like the next month, or like, yeah, the next month I found out I was pregnant.
Imagine, that was fast.
Yeah, very fast. So like, it seems he was just waiting. You guys come to Canada and they let me come. So it was.
At this point, I'll just say that I will say prayer for everyone that is looking to God for the fruit of the womb, and you are just saying that somebody just tried, and the next month it's happened. I pray that the Lord that did this will
Amen.
also do yours in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And very, very soon you will be carrying your own bundle of joy in Jesus'
Amen.
name. So let's go back to our
Amen.
story.
Amen. Wow. Yeah. So we came in, we've not even settled fully. Like, I just found out I was pregnant. It was
So it was a blessing, but you were like, am I ready for
I was
this
not even
blessing?
sure how I was supposed to feel at that moment. I was not sure how I was supposed to feel. It was a mixed feeling. I was confused. I was feeling sad. I was feeling happy at the same time, because where was I supposed to start from? So I had lots of social support here. So I talked to some of my big aunties that I met here. You know, funny enough, I didn't know anybody while coming here. So Canada is like a new environment. I am my husband. So I talked to some of my big aunties, and they encouraged me, told me what to do, told me, you know, how to survive and all of that. So it was good enough. And then this is where we are today.
So I quite understand. So for, even though Nathaniel was a third child, it was his pregnancy that I'm like, am I ready for this? Because I was not ready. I was actually on birth control when I...
Wow.
When I said that, I was like, oh, am I ready for this right now?
It can be very overwhelming.
It can be, especially if, at that point, I was not sure whether I was done having children or whether I still wanted.
How will you be done with 2 kids, please?
Well, I had a girl, I had a boy. I was like, and for me, childbirth was not, especially from John's pregnancy was all good until delivery. I was in labor for some hours before they decided we have to do emergency cesarean section. And for Michelle, oh my God, the pregnancy was... I was like, no way am I doing this again. Michelle's pregnancy was quite tough. I was sick, though I will also appreciate God, it was just for the first 3 months. So that was why, if you remember, during your pregnancy, I was always saying, you this babe, rest, because pregnancy was not easy for me, especially Michelle's pregnancy and Nathaniel's pregnancy. It was difficult. So I when I saw your strength, I was like...
for me, funny enough, okay, it's true I've never been pregnant, but at least I've seen some pregnant friends. I belong to like some social groups of pregnant women, and I see most of the things that they pass through, especially first trimester. Funny enough, I never had any of those things. It seems like
it's God's blessing.
I'm telling you. And then the baby knew I wasn't even ready for that stress.
We're not even in an environment to be stressed.
Because who was even going to have the time to take care of me and all of that? So I was so energetic. Like the things I was doing when I was pregnant, now that I'm not pregnant, I can't do most of them. I'm telling you. So I was so energetic that I would take out time to, when I have doctor's appointment, I'll ask my gyna, are you sure I'm okay? Like I'm so energetic. Like if you feel you're fine, then you're fine. And then at a point I had to talk to myself. I would tell myself, Uchechi, just slow down. Just rest. Even when I don't want to rest, I'll just I was very energetic.
That's God's blessing. I'm glad you had, because oh my God.
Yeah.
That was why I could see after 2 kids that was done. Because it was not easy. But I quite understand how you felt, because for Nathaniel, I kind of felt the same, that am I ready for this? It's a blessing. So I know that for Nigeria, there is all these antenatal. You come when you just start antenatal, you come maybe once in 1 month, then you graduate to once in 2 weeks. Then how was the antenatal process and all that for you here? You
see, the antenatal thing is one thing I miss in Nigeria. I've never been pregnant, but I used to follow my sister once in a while. I see the way pregnant women dance in the hospital, and I anticipated all those fun and all those things, but fortunately,
so which kind of song would they be singing for you here?
That's the thing now. But then we'll be singing in Jesus' name, I pregnant. My baby will come out, and then we'll be my sister and her friends, everybody will be dancing, and it was fun. And then we'll buy a car, we'll buy all those things. If she's buying for me. But it's very different here. Here you book for your appointment, and then when you go see the doctor, she will ask you, or he will ask you. You're at liberty to choose if you want a male or a female. Yeah, some people are more comfortable with female, while some are more comfortable with male. So I chose a female. Yeah. I think we should even start from the beginning. Yeah. So the first step is to get a family doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when you get your family doctor works with you till a certain period of your pregnancy. But when we came, getting family doctor was very scarce. I don't know if it was particularly because of that period, because
I think it's still a bit difficult now to get family doctor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's yeah, I think it's still happening. So getting family doctor was quite difficult. So when I found out I was pregnant, and it was my first pregnancy, I didn't want to take chances. And since I wasn't seeing any family doctor that were accepting patients, I just decided to start looking for a gynecologist.
Okay.
So I jumped the step, and then I literally went from one hospital to the other, asking, please, are there gynecologists accepting patients? So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so a doctor was kind enough to print out a list of hospitals that had gynecologists and that they were accepting patients. So he gave it to me to call. Very stressful. Very, very. So he gave me the list to call, and then luckily I called, and I scheduled appointments with about 2 of them, a male and a female. So one appointment was very far, and then the other one was closer.
Okay.
So I decided to, and then I checked up their reviews on Google, and then I found out that one of them had very good reviews and all of that. And she's a female, and the other was a male. So I just decided, let me go for this female. And since her appointment was closer, so the first day I went, she was very nice. So I never had the opportunity to meet with my family doctor during my pregnant stage, because it was even after childbirth that I later had, family doctor.
That.
After childbirth, I later had family doctor. So
see, guys, that's one of the things we say about medical. Like, if you, I remember I made a video and I said, if you are someone with a lot of health issues and all that, Canada is not the place for you. Because first, to even get doctor that will even recommend you for, even if you had to do surgery and all that, it's difficult to get doctor. Difficult. And then fixing an appointment for, maybe there's surgery or it is here that that you can fix appointment for surgery for 9 months. Imagine a pregnant, see hospital Yakpa in Nigeria. Yes, you'll not be looking for from one hospital to the other to look for. Imagine having to, as a pregnant person, I can't even imagine. Thank God that there was no first trimester.
I didn't have any of all those things.
Imagine having first trimester education,
and then you start looking for a doctor.
And you don't have strength. I have to start going from one hospital to the other to be looking for.
And then imagine that it is your first child and you don't even know how you feel. You need someone to talk to. Exactly. Or imagine if you are even having some serious complications and you really need medical attention and you don't even have a family doctor, you don't even have a gynecologist. Where will you start from and all of that? It wasn't funny at that period, but I wasn't even seeing the stress because I was not passing through anything that warranted emergency, or any serious need to see the doctor, So
you got the gynecologist?
Yes, I got the gynecologist. We fixed an appointment and then we met. She asked me some questions, she and then I answered. So she accepted to be my doctor for the period of my pregnancy. She was very, very nice. And so that was how it was. And one thing I noticed is that they won't, in Nigeria, they will give you list drugs to buy. They will give you folic acid, all those routine drugs, all those tiny drugs that smells very bad. They gave my stars a lot of them there. So they won't give you all those things here. In fact, I had to buy some, I think it was maternal care. So I had to buy maternal care, but my husband didn't let me take it. It was like, for anything you will take, you need to show the doctor. And I told him this drugs is very good. It's like routine drug, and I read through what it does and all of that. So but finally we resolved to show him the doctor, and then she said okay that I can take it, that is nice.
But why didn't they recommend it?
I don't know. I still asked somebody, and the person said nobody will recommend any drug for you here. Wow. They won't recommend any medication, so except you want to just go extra mile.
Oh wow.
So
Okay, so I don't even know what to say, because I'll think that the medical whatever here is better.
But
if they are not recommended,
except you have like medical issues, right?
They believe that you should be fine.
Since she has seen you, she has assessed you, done some tests and all of that, they believe that you should be fine, provided you keep doing what you need to do, keep eating right. You eat right, you exercise, you don't stress yourself more than the capacity that your body can take, all of you sleep well, you take your fruits and all of it, you eat your balanced diet. They believe that you should be fine. So she didn't recommend, and some other few pregnant people that were my friends then. They never got any recommendation, so we just get what we want to get and then show them, and then
so
they're
in
like,
case you want to have pregnancy and you don't like to take medication, you come to Canada.
but you should be sure that your baby is fine, and then you are fine before doing that.
Yeah.
But me, I didn't want to take chances. Yeah, so I just went ahead to get pregnant care.
Medication almost every day, because there were days I forgot.
Yeah, but I was very religious with that pregnant care, maybe because it was my first child and I didn't want any deformity and all of that. So
no complications, no stories.
Yeah, no stories. I didn't want any stories, so I took it, and it was just once a day. Unlike Nigeria, that you have a lot of tiny medicines,
well,
and
even those tiny medicines, you're supposed to take them once a day.
But like there are a lot of them, tiny medicine. You put them about 5, and then you just gulp everything.
I think, but at some point I stopped taking the one the hospital gave me. I went to pregnant care.
In Nigeria, pregnant care was in Nigeria.
Pregnant care. There was pregnant
care.
Yes,
pregnant care is Nigeria. Maternal is here. Maternal care is here.
So I had to buy. I think it's for 30 days or 60 days. I can't remember.
So that was what I took maternal care here. So that was what I used, and then all through the it was like once a day. So that made me relax, and then I took it once a day, and so for antenatal, you keep seeing your doctor once every month.
Okay.
So till about ending of your second trimester, and then you start seeing twice a month.
Okay.
So you start seeing your doctor twice a month. Then during the third trimester, it's now reduced to once every 2 weeks, or once every week. When you're about to give birth, to reduce to once every week.
I think it's about the same in Nigeria. So when you first start, it's once a month.
Once a month,
Then it increases to twice
a month.
Then
once a month, twice a month. Then once every 2 weeks. Then once every week. So that's the progression. When you're about to give birth, it goes to once every week, so that
there's anything to monitor
and all of that. So
your pregnancy was quite, you were strong throughout, because I saw you throughout.
I was strong throughout. I wore heels. This pregnancy was very fun.
Even if you don't like or if you've ever been pregnant, or you've seen pregnant women around you, and you be like, pregnancy is not for me. If you see Uchechi during her pregnancy, the pregnancy will sweet you too. I be like,
and I was more beautiful then.
Yeah, your skin.
It was very popping. Yeah, I enjoyed that skin then.
Oh my god.
I wish that skin stayed.
Wow.
So that was the progression, and then here, all your medical records are online. So you just, when you're about to give birth, like during the final stage of your third trimester, your doctor gives you a medical report, something like a report that has your histories and all of those. Because in Saskatoon, we give birth at Jim Patterson. Everybody.
Oh, it's the same hospital for everybody.
Everybody. So we give birth at Jim Patterson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so that's where we all give birth.
I've never been there. It's a big,
it's very big, and everybody to their room. Very spacious. Come and give birth in Canada now, please. It's a very big, very spacious. The rooms are spacious.
And it's one person.
One person to a room, and then your husband or your assistant or anybody taking care of you, your partner has a bed for himself. It's something like a chair, but it has an extension. You can extend it and sleep. And then there's your washroom.
So this thing you're saying is like what the treatment they'll kind of get in eyebrow hospitals in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Like all the very,
Abuja or Lagos. Yeah, very, very expensive. Very, very. You get very good treatment. The nurses will be nice, very nice nurses, very nice doctors. And before they give you any treatment, they will explain to you, okay, this is what we're giving to you. This is what it's for. This is the expiration date. Are you okay? Do you want to take it?
Who send you message in Nigeria? If you take this is the medication for now. Take it.
Yeah, you are taking it. You don't have any option, even with your money.
Exactly.
Even with your money, but yeah, you're not.
That reminds me that there was one time, I think it was for Michelle's pregnancy. I was sick as usual. And then went to the hospital. They admitted me. It was my first trimester, and it was a medication that they gave me, and I realized that after I took the medication, my system just changed.
Wow.
But I was getting okay before. Once I took the medication, I became sickly again. I started throwing up. And I was like, what kind of medication is this? I went to look it up online. And all the people that took that medication complained that they reacted to it.
Did you ask them?
I stopped taking. I not just asked them. I stopped taking the. I was like,
wow.
I asked the doctor, you that gave me
Mm-hmm.
this. Have you ever, because it's for malaria, but I think it's
For pregnant
for
women.
pregnant women. You that you are giving me this, have you ever taken it?
Mm.
Because all these reviews, I did not see one positive review on Google. Why did you give? I stopped. I said I cannot. I will not continue. And they were like, well, you know those kind of things. They will go and write it in your file.
Yeah, your chat.
Write it there. I'll be okay by the blood
I won't
of
take
Jesus.
it though. I won't take it.
And it's really hard. Like, except for some stubborn people like us, I'm sure people. And I think I've heard even Pastor Mildred. Do you know Pastor Mildred?
Yeah, I know Pastor Mildred.
I remember that for her first pregnancy, she waited 8 years before she got pregnant. And for her first pregnancy, they gave her a wrong medication.
Wow.
That almost made her lose her baby.
Wow.
And when they went back, they were saying they did not know, all those kind of rubbish.
Negligence.
And she almost lost the baby, even not for faith and, grace of God. She almost, in fact, they were telling her they wanted to evacuate, like the baby was not going to survive. But she eventually had the baby. So I know that they can be very negligent in. But here they will tell you.
They'll tell you, and you have the opportunity to say if you
say,
want
no,
or not. And let's say you've had one friend that had negative experience with that kind of medication, you can say you don't want, and nobody's going to force you about it. It's your decision. So it's that sweet.
That's the life.
It's that sweet. So
yeah. Guys, I think I'm considering it. I'm considering, all this experience.
That's sweet.
They say me too, I should not experience good thing.
It's a very good thing, honestly. And you have the liberty of staying in the hospital. I'm not too sure about this, but when I gave birth, I gave birth through CS though. Yeah, so I gave birth through CS and it was an elective CS. Like I chose to give birth through CS.
Why did you make that decision?
Well,
if you don't mind sharing.
Well, okay, I was dilating, and then the hospital here, they will connect all those things, and then you can read baby's heartbeat, and you can read everything. You know how you're progressing, how baby's progressing, and then I noticed my baby's heartbeat was going up. Okay. So I didn't want to take chances. It will go up and then drop, go up and drop, and I was not too comfortable with it. So I just had to tell them, and then I was 6 centimeters dilated already.
Oh,
and I was almost there, and then the nurses were like, "Can't you don't want to wait? Baby's almost here." And I was scared. I don't know. I was just scared. So, and at times when I feel that kind of when I have that kind of feeling, I don't just take chances. I just go with my
what my
mind is leading me to. So I just told them, no, I don't want to wait anymore. And then they said, fine. My decisions, yeah. So all the doctors, they called the doctors, and then they had to just wheel me, and then they brought our baby. So I was supposed to go.
But wait, so before we get to this, how did you know? Because it sounded like you fell into labor, and then it was during labor that you decided to do. How did you know you were in labor? It's your first child. Yeah.
So actually, I was supposed to go to work one certain morning, like on a Monday morning. I was supposed to go to work. So, but I felt very weak. If I was in Nigeria, that kind of feeling, I attribute it to like my malaria feeling. Okay. So I felt very weak. My body was hot, and then I was like, And all throughout the pregnancy, I never felt sick. Not even for once. Never. So I was like, why am I feeling this way? And I called off my shift, and then I decided to watch myself. That was on a Monday. Tuesday, the same feeling happened, and I told my husband, I think we need to go to the hospital. And then Wednesday, and we neglected because I felt better again. Even my friends called me, I was like, I'm coming to shift next day. I'm coming to work. So, but Wednesday I woke up, and then I felt the same way in the morning. So I told him, let's not take chances. After all, medical service is free. Yeah.
Thank you very much. This was a very, very wonderful conversation. I know that when we started, you're like, oh. But yeah, it was a very lovely conversation. Thank you for coming today. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks for watching. If you have other questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll be sure to get my answers from her, and I'll tell you guys. Or maybe she will even answer herself, because she also comments on the video. Like,
yeah,
she's a very, go and look. She has been a very, very, loyal to the cause. So yes, if you have any further questions, drop them in the comment section. Either she answers or I respond. Thank you so much. Until we meet in the next video, have a very beautiful life, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. That
Thank you.
was nice.